Hey future drivers, welcome to our latest video, where we'll be discussing China's leading electric vehicle manufacturer BYD and their journey as they tread carefully to expand into the US market in their global push for EV dominance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, so you're the first to know about the latest EV news and reviews. The Chinese EV giant is accelerating its global growth to compete with Tesla, but currently taking a measured approach in the American market. BYD hasn't publicly announced their global plans, but according to 4 sources familiar with the company's strategy, a major worldwide expansion has become the company's top priority. BYD has already begun expanding into certain European markets and spent a specific portion of the last year researching the best way to establish a distribution network for its latest EVs in the United States. 2 sources said that the study was extensive and well-researched, with detailed recommendations from consulting firm Urban Science on the number of outlets and store formats required in various states and cities across the US. According to a BYD official, the company was preparing to reveal plans for a new generation of battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids for the US market at the upcoming CES technology show in Las Vegas, indicating the momentum towards an official announcement, but that announcement is yet to be made. One of the sources stated that the tense relationship between the US and China, anti-China sentiment in the US, and President Joe Biden's focus on promoting domestic production of electric vehicles and batteries has led BYD to hold off on any plans, for now. BYD's management has yet to approve the project, making a bold expansion into the US market unlikely in the near future, according to the source. BYD is being cautious with its US expansion, the source said, considering the ongoing political tensions between the US and China and the current global uncertainty. The company does not want to jump into a big mess. BYD's US expansion plans have been complicated by the Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act, which has rules on the sourcing of battery materials and also disqualifies EVs produced outside of North America from a $7,500 purchase rebate. Another of the sources said, who would start selling cars with a $7,500 disadvantage? But BYD declined to comment on this report. Before we take a U-turn, comment whether or not you think the BYD will achieve global EV dominance. Also, subscribe and turn the notification bell on for all future EV news and reviews. BYD, short for Build Your Dreams, was the leading global seller of battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids in 2022, with a total of 1.86 million sales, primarily in China, but surpassing Tesla's 1.3 million overall sales, while still behind Tesla by almost 400,000 in terms of fully electric cars, is planning to increase sales quickly both domestically and internationally, having already seen a 184% increase in BEV sales in 2022 compared to the previous year. It's worth noting that BYD is not the only Chinese automaker who has scaled back its US expansion plans due to the current geopolitical climate and Joe Biden's push for domestic production. Chinese battery manufacturer CATL has slowed its planning for battery plants in the US and Mexico due to concerns that the Inflation Reduction Act's rules on sourcing materials would increase costs. HAAH Motors Holdings, an American company, attempted to import vehicles designed by China's state-owned Chery Automobile and had plans to establish a factory in the US to create job opportunities. However, in 2021, both companies abandoned the project as HAAH was unable to secure sufficient funding, which was attributed to concerns over tariffs and trade tensions with the US. BYD has been manufacturing electric buses in the United States for several years, and has been supplying cities such as Los Angeles and Long Beach from its factory in Lancaster, California, which was established a decade ago. However, when it comes to electric vehicles, BYD's leaders, including Chairman Wang Chuanfu, were aware that their cars were not suitable for the global market due to quality and other issues, according to 2 sources. But since then, the company has made a change of direction. They have taken a commanding lead in China by utilizing its latest electric cars like the Han Sedan and the Tang crossover, and has begun to enter other markets starting with Norway in 2021, and now including Australia, Britain, Brazil, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan, Mexico, and Singapore. BYD is counting on its lower costs in comparison to its competitors to eventually surpass Toyota, the world's largest car maker, as electric vehicles become more popular. In the medium term, BYD, which is also backed by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, is shooting for more than 3 million car sales a year worldwide, two of the sources said, although there was no response to requests or comments about their sales target. According to LMC Automotive, a global consulting firm, the goal of selling more than 3 million vehicles by 2030 is a realistic one, although the majority of these sales will likely be in China. They also say that BYD's ability to provide a comprehensive range of globally appealing and competitively priced electric vehicles is both mainstream and premium markets makes the sales goals credible. According to Zhong Wei, the founder of Wanhao Capital Management and BYD's 10th largest shareholder as of Q1 2022, BYD's future looks even more promising. He stated to Reuters that the company will reach the 3 million target by 2025, and that BYD should be able to sell 10 million vehicles annually by the early 2030s. Zhang, who began accumulating a significant share in BYD around 2015, said to Reuters that he likes the company because its chairman has created a cost-competitive, vertically integrated electric vehicle manufacturer, something Elon Musk is still trying to accomplish. Unlike many competitors, BYD can meet most of its battery and EV systems requirements in-house, according to Zhang. It sources key battery materials in part from its mines in China and manufactures its own batteries and semiconductors, including the power management chips, which are vital components in EVs, he explained. Zhang stated that BYD has the capability to produce almost everything in a car, except for windshields and tires, in-house, and they also have their own construction company that helps to build factories, allowing them to speed up the process. He added that in his opinion, BYD is currently better positioned than Tesla in the electric vehicle era. As per two Toyota officials familiar with Toyota's joint R&D center with BYD in Shenzhen, BYD's product development cost is 20 to 30% lower than that of the Japanese automaker. LMC analyst Al Bedwell said the high level of vertical integration in its battery supply chain gives it a clear cost advantage over similar car makers, an enabler for rapid expansion both within and outside of China, despite taking a cautious approach towards the US. Currently, BYD is expected to focus on the US car market in the future, according to sources. One source stated, "America is going to be a key part of this global push strategy." We're gonna wrap it up here. What do you think of BYD's approach to global EV dominance? Comment below and be sure to turn on notifications for all the latest EV news and reviews. We appreciate your support, and thanks for watching, future drivers.